This is a Bechstein grand piano from about 1890, and I will show you what is the condition, what has been done on the instrument, and what do we have to do here. First, let's have a look on the outside of the piano. We have the original music stand in good condition. We have the original logo, original lacquer. We have original ivory key tops in very good condition. I would say perfect condition. We have the original legs, original lyre, and the whole piano is in original shellac, which is not good condition, but this can be repaired, of course. Also, this is original. Now let's have a look on the serial number. On Bechstein pianos, the serial number is almost always here. And you can check the year of construction easily in the internet with this number. On most instruments you find also other numbers than the serial number, for example this one. And many people think this is the serial number, but that's not true. If you check this number, you will have a construction date. It's impossible. Now let's have a look on some technical aspects. The first thing and the most important thing I always look is what's about the pin block. Here we have an open pin block, so we can see the wood here. And we can see that there's no cracks in the pin block. That is very encouraging, because pin block is the most expensive repair to do if there is a crack here. But here we can see another thing. These pins have been beaten very deep. Usually there should be here some space, but I think they were loose and then somebody hit on the top until they really reached the bottom here, and it's not very good. And we also have to check the tuning stability to find out if the pins are still strong. I recommend you to play some notes, and here we have one that's really out of tune. Then we find out which string it is. So it's the left string, and then we can turn this pin and see if this is loose. So this pin is not totally loose, but it's really not much left. So probably we'll hold the tuning for some more years, but not for decades. Another very, very important thing are the bridges. And here we have to check if there are any cracks here, especially in this area here. Most cracks appear here. And on this piano I can't see any cracks. That's very encouraging. And the second thing we have to be aware of is the bridge pressure, the soundboard pressure. I will explain you this. If you have a string, here you have the pin. The string is winded around. Then it goes to the capodastro or agraffs, and here we have the sounding string length. Then we have the bridge, and here is a fix on the frame. And here we have the soundboard. So bridge pressure means that the string goes up here and down here, so it pushes the bridge down on the soundboard. If there's no pressure and the string just goes flat, you will have a very poor sound here because there's no pressure. Like on a violin, you have the same principle. The bridge must be pressed on the soundboard. And so if the soundboard dries out totally and there's cracks and everything, it can happen that the soundboard loses its crown, and so this bridge pressure is lost. So it's very important to see if there is some pressure left here. Therefore we have this tool, and like this we measure the pressure, the backside pressure, and like this we measure the front pressure. So let's do this. Here on the top, there's no problem, I think. Yes, we have plenty pressure here. That's always no problem. The most of the time the problem appears here, because here we have the most strings on a small place, and also we have very hard pressure here. And let's have a look here at this crucial point, the back pressure. So the back pressure is very, very small. Let's have a look here. Here we have some. So this back pressure is very small. Perhaps we can take out this felt or take out something below this felt to increase this here. And the front pressure is okay. And here it's okay, it's okay. It's how I said, this is really the crucial point here. And here also the back side is very almost nothing. So perhaps you can take out this. And the bass bridge is usually no problem. Yeah, especially on Bechstein. Here we cannot really measure, but it's plenty. Let's have a look here. There is a little bit, it's okay. So if the sound is still there and there is some pressure left, you can just play the piano as long as you want. But if we restore this soundboard, we'll of course increase the pressure. Here we see the soundboard logo. You can see that somebody that is darker. So this usually means that somebody restored the soundboard and just left this part because he wanted to keep the logo. Because an original, you won't find this difference of color here. But I really can't see any repairs on the soundboard. That's a little bit special. So let's see from the underside, and we can see the reparation, if there are any. So now we are under the piano and we really can't see any repairs. And we also cannot see any cracks. So this is very special for a piano of this age. Now let's have a look on the mechanic. It's from Isermann, Hamburg. On Bechstein we find Renner mechanics, we find Schwander, Isermann and others. I cannot say one is better than the other. I like Schwander very much, but the others also can be very good. Here we see the hammer heads. Here we see there's still plenty of felt left, so these hammers can be played more years. Of course we have to take off some felt here on the side. Well, probably we won't have to change these now, but of course they can be changed. Other very important thing are the hammer rolls here. They look very nice, but the problem is if they are too hard, you will have here some disturbing noise. But I think they are very good. They are perfect. Now you can see that is a tight action. So it means that the keys and the action are bound together here, and this was used. Many manufacturers did this at this time. I really can't say that it's worse or better than today, so I won't change this. It's a little bit more work to adjust it, and it's also more work to remove it, and also more work to protect it. But I mean, it's almost impossible to feel a difference for a player if it's a tight action or not. Then of course we have to check these axes here. We have, if the hammer can be moved sidewards, and you feel here, oh, it's loose, then we have to change these. But of course here's the problem most of the time. Here's the play most. You won't have a problem here and down there. So they feel really good. This one is a little bit loose. This one is a little bit loose here also, but this is good. A little bit loose. Good, good. So perhaps you have 10 or 20 hinges here to change, but that's not really bad. Then we have to check the mechanic. Of course we have to most of the time we have to raise the hammer a little bit, because the ears, they go down, and so distance to the strings is too big, so we have to raise them a little bit. And this screw here. Then we have to check where the hammer falls back. We have to raise this here. Just let's screw this up a little bit. And then we have to see if the spring works, so the hammer comes back. It comes back, so the string is already good. So we have to regulate this mechanic, and I think if we change these hinges here, it will be quite good. Here also you can see if there's too much movement here, these pins. It's not like new piano, but it's okay. And here we also see that it's leather. Today we don't have leather here, so it's very high quality. Also here it shouldn't move too much. Perhaps we will have to change some of these key bushings, but I mean, it's not really absolutely necessary, I think. So let's have a look on the tone. It's not tuned. Now, the tuning is not so bad. I mean, it hasn't been tuned for some years. So the bass. So we have a quite good tone here. Here the tone is a little bit soft. I think that we can improve this with shaping the hammers. Here's where the bridge pressure was very low. Let's see how the sound is here. I mean, it sounds okay, so perhaps you can tolerate this.